Hello, it's day 9 for me on the Camino de Santiago. It's Tuesday, September 10th, and today promises to be a little more challenging because we're supposed to have weather today. It's supposed to rain off and on all day, so we'll see how that goes. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm getting ready to pack up and set out for much longer, and I've had a great time so far, and the plan today is to go on to Granon. So yeah, Najera to Granon. Hey guys, I'm out of the albergue and I'm moving at just outside the door now at 5:20. So that's my start point today. The reason I got up so early and got out so early is because it's supposed to rain all day, so it might make me move slower. I couldn't sleep anyway, so I might as well get up. Actually, I've already been up an hour and a half editing videos and uploading to YouTube. So might as well get on the. I really prefer to leave around 6, but I might as well get moving because I don't have anything else to do right now. All right, so stopped for breakfast here in Azorfa at the first cafe I saw that was empty. Got a cafe con leche and a pastry with a lot of chocolate in it. Let me show you what I got. And that's €2.50. All right, I blew through Astorga. No, wrong name. I blew through Azorfa, I think it's called. First light coming up behind me, pilgrims coming up behind me. I'm about 7 kilometers in for the day so far. It's about 7:10. Moving on, a little west of Azorfa. The sun hasn't really completely come up yet, so I guess you would say we're still in first light period. Nice and cool out here. The rain has stopped. I had rain for the first 6 kilometers until I stopped for breakfast, but it wasn't real bad, just a light rain. Very nice right now, but it is cool out here and breezy. So I'm looking now, I can see the trail 2 kilometers away weaving up that hill. You might see some pilgrims ahead with the brighter colors on their back because everybody has their rain covers on their backpacks. All right, the clouds are obscuring a lot of the sunrise coming up over that mountain ridge or mountain tops back behind us, but I'll take a look in another few minutes and see if it becomes spectacular or if it isn't exactly the best one I'll have. I had a really interesting interaction with the hospitalero at the last albergue I was at. It was a lot of fun. I thought I'd relay it to you. They were selling wine there behind the counter where you check in. It was €5 for a bottle of La Rioja red, which was excellent. So you might have seen in my last video, we were actually sitting in the park drinking those. I said to her, I said, I get the €5 bottle and dos vasos, por favor. Dos vasos means 2 cups, please. She said, no. In La Rioja, we don't drink wine out of vasos, out of copas. And she picked up 2 wine glasses. She was obviously just having fun with me, making fun of the fact that I didn't know the difference, the Spanish words between wine glass and cup. And she spoke perfect English, by the way. And she went to actually pick up the wine glasses. And she said, oh, also let me get you a can opener. I said, no. In La Rioja, we do not open wine bottles with a can opener, but use a corkscrew. She got the biggest smile on her face and said in perfect English, very well played, sir. Offered me a high five, and of course I obliged. Just a fun interaction amongst the hundreds I've had from pilgrims, hospitaleros, cafe owners, waiters, waitresses, bartenders, all along this trail so far. She came out to greet us. It's spectacular. Had to sneak out behind a few clouds first, I guess. Beautiful sunrise. Remember when I said I could see the trail meandering for 2 kilometers up? Well, that's where I am now looking back. If you look way off in the distance there, you can see pilgrims back where I was. So looking back where I came from, a little west of Azorfa, there's a pretty good hill you got to power up. And I just crested that. And when you come up, there's a little rest area. So I think I will take 5. All right, actually a golf course to our left. We're just coming up on the town of Ayuntamiento de Crueña. Yes, I had to practice that a couple times first.
So they're passing through the town of Ayunamente de Crueña, and it doesn't have the charm of the older towns. It's mostly newer. It looks more like it's kind of a resort spot built around that golf course we passed back there, and they have some large pools out there. All right, coming into the next town. It's just barely past the last Crueña one. Looks like a bit of up and down these rolling hills for a while. Beautiful views off in the distance. Hiking with Yuha a bit today since I stopped for breakfast. We're just coming over a ridge into a town. I'm not certain, but I think it might be Santo Domingo. And there is definitely rain ahead, so I can see it's all just past Santo Domingo and coming towards us. So you remember that town that was just ahead in the last little clip? Now just the top of the church steeple sticks up because we're on these rolling hills, and it's I'm down in the bottom part, and it's kind of disappeared, kind of like waves on an ocean. Just to give you an idea what I look like here, it's raining, it's cold, and cold meaning in the 50s, okay, not freezing, and but the rain coming down is cold and it's blowing in from this direction. So just to give you an idea, it's not the pleasant conditions that we had the last 8 days, but I guess everything can't be wine and roses, right? Hola, buenos dias. Gracias. This part of the Camino goes right behind this large building. Forklift running and moving all these pallet boxes. I'm not really sure what's in them, but for what they're for. But just to give you an idea, it's not all beautiful, you know. You see a little bit of everything. All right, still entering Santo Domingo. It's very well marked here. Almost every pole has a, every other pole seems to have a arrow on it, a yellow arrow for us to follow. It's not very picturesque so far. All right, now we're coming into what appears to be the older section of Santo Domingo. Okay, this is the monastery here. Let me see, quite old. So this is like a vending machine store, 24 hours it says. Oh, this is in Santo Domingo. You have to walk right in front of it. So if you need to change your hiking gear or you need to replace anything, it's called Planeta Agua. So it's right in Santo Domingo, right on the Camino. Looks like they have the Altas ponchos in there too, that a lot of people seem to really like. Right next door to it is the Albergue de Peregrinos. Yeah, this place. We'd like to find a cafe or somewhere to sit down for 15 minutes and then continue on to our Granon. Obviously this is a cafe here, but they're not open yet. The square, or a square, in Santo Domingo, in the old section. It looks like the church here, or the steeple here, is undergoing, I think that's what it is undergoing renovation. But look at this, this is pretty gorgeous. This is the cathedral. Walking through Santo Domingo. Now, a smart pilgrim probably would have stayed in Santo Domingo, and because of the rain and so forth, but I'm pushing on. Let's see how big a mistake this turns out to be. All right, so about 10 minutes outside of Santo Domingo. The rain has just stopped. It was raining pretty hard. I had I changed into full-rain gear, pants and everything, so now I look like a walking, talking hefty bag. But it's cold anyway, so it kind of feels good. Anyway, this rain holds off like this isn't half bad. All right, you can see some pilgrims off in the distance. That's where I'm going. Just want to give you a quick 360 and looking back towards Santo Domingo. It is really pretty. Mountains off in the distance. And then over here, they're shrouded, the tips are shrouded in clouds. Highway over there. That's Santo Domingo off in the distance down there. Probably 2 kilometers, maybe 2.5 back. Beautiful fields over here. Up above. All right, moving on. All right, bit of a row walk as you're coming into Granon, the last kilometer or so. Just about to enter Granon. Thought I'd take a look back where I came from, because this is a nice view. You can see some pilgrims just about a little less than a kilometer behind me there, coming up the hill. All right, so on today's hike, 27.7 kilometers. I think that comes up to about 17 miles. By the way, my mileage stuff, I just use 0.6 times the number of kilometers, and it's pretty close. So when I do overall, like after 10 days, how long I hike, that should be really accurate. So if you're not on the exact numbers, then you're saying, well, they're close. That's the ballpark. And that's assuming I can even get a place. I don't have a reservation, but I'm the first one here at this albergue. But I left today at 5:20 and I got here at 11:50, so I think that comes to 6.5 hours of hiking, right? 11:20, 5:20, yeah, 10:20, 11:20, yeah. So that's where we're at so far today. I'm going to try to get into this albergue, and I'll let you know how that goes. So I did get into this albergue. It's Ave de Paseo, or de Paso, and I'm in Granon. This is my room. I like it because there's only 3 beds here. And when I came in, she gave me a choice. So I picked the one bed completely by itself over here. And there's lockers here. And there's a little area for 3 people to store things. I only see 1 electrical outlet so far. Now there are other rooms up here as well. There's one here, the door's locked. And there is just 1 restroom up here. And 1 shower up here. Is that all there is in the whole place? Another room over here. It looks like they have 6 bunks in here, a little bit larger room, and a balcony type Juliet balcony. The shoes go here, and they had right down at reception. They had a great big vase to put in your hiking poles. So continuing your little tour of Albergue de Paseo in Granon. I showed you the 2nd floor first, what may seem awkward, but I want to do it first thing when there's nobody in there. This is where you would come in the door. And you can hang things there. That's the reception, their desk. Poles go in that vase there. There's another hiker over there, just relaxing. And see what else they got back. All right, they do offer a dinner here later, and they also offer a breakfast at an extra fee if you like. A little area to relax out back. And they do have a washing machine here. I'm gonna look for that later. All right, so I'm sitting in this cafe in Granon. I got a new buddy here. Across the street. So this is the church that we just videoed from the outside. This is the church in Granon. The lighting is, not very good in here, but it is what it is. It's pretty beautiful. We should have the church to get out of the wind, and this is the cafe that we were all in earlier, having some red wine and some lunch. And now it's time to head back to the albergue and get a little rest and get ready for the evening.